entitled. For M.E. and Bob Cunningham and Gaku Takanashi and Al Dreers and Andy Mack. Or the guys always invite the musicians because they can make something out of And when I awoke, I found myself a whole song in the middle of the air, on the edge of my dreams, rooted on the ground floor of heaven, Harlem. Splattering honey at the corners of memory and desire. High up on Sugar Hill, a triple nickel and two doors past forever. I am a joyful noise in the middle of a bandstand. The surge, the surge, the surge of a riff. The girl singer's song. I was safe in the embrace of the bass player. He who knits rhythms and wit. I reside in the ride of the drummer's hi-hat. Ping. I sit in the sound. I sit in the sound. I sit in the sound of a people. Saxophones insisting, trumpets chanting, all the things you are, all the things you are at their fingertips. I am wrapped in the rhythm, the timbre, the swing of it. I sit in the sound of the future. I sit in the sound of dukes and counts, of pharaohs and monks and queens. The audacity of a Charlie Mingus or David Murray, the thunder in the left hand of Mary Lou. I sit in the sound of the lady, the church of Coltrane, the majesty of Armstrong. How great thou art! Tatum, trios and duos, nonettes and quartets. Heaven is between my ears. When Sarah Vaughan, the divine, once here, or Betty, or Abby, or Carmen McRae. Heaven is between my ears. There's Cassandra, Carmen Lundy, Carla Cook, Jasmia, Mary Stallings, and Andy Bay. Nothing could be finer than Miss Washington, Queen Dinah. Heaven is between my fears. When Gregory Porter sings, bullies change their careers. The lion and the lamb have a beard. People, stop texting. Get off Facebook and Snapchat and draw near. I sit in the sound of joy. I sit in the sound of heartache and finding the courage to risk both again. I sit in the sound of forgiveness and hard victories. The sound of longing, the sound of freedom and justice. I sit in the sound of random terrors and organized malice. The sound of the bones, the dry bones. We can't buy Skittles. We can't listen to our music loud. We can't shop. We can't play. We can't sell CDs. We can't breathe. We can't breathe. We can't drive. We can't protest. We can't pray. I sit in the sound of genocide, the psychic carnage, the butchery, the decimation. I sit in the sound of confusion and the misdirect, in the sound of fear, dressed up and disguised as devotion. swinging metal pipes and running cars into people. Should be running down divisiveness, avarice, xenophobia, and hedge fund advisors. But beloved, we reside in the ride of the drummer's hi-hat. We sit in the sound of resistance, trumpets chanting, saxophones insisting. We sit in the sound of resistance, the surge of a riff, the girl singer's song. We are not compliant. We are reclaiming our time. We sit in the sound of improvisers, son, knitting rhythm and wit, wrestling intuition and intellect, and making something new. That's what they do, musicians, transforming the easy, ugly into some kind of beautiful. Out of catgut and polished woods, skins and cane, out of ivory, nickel, silver, and brass, musicians give us back to ourselves. And that is some kind of wonderful. Ragtime and stride, I sit in the sound. Big bands and bebop, Dixie and swing, I sit in the sound. Latin and spirituals, field calls, and work songs, I sit in the sound. Hip hop and doo-wop, reggae, soca, samba, and R&B. The gospel, the blues, fusion, and free. I sit in the sound. I sit in the sound. Piano, bass, and drum, the holiest trinity. I sit in the sound. I sit in the sound. I sit in the sound of a people forever. I sit in the sound of God. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, there's a melody so bright and clear I can hear when I'm all alone. And even in those times when I feel all hope has gone, hey, up above my head, I hear joy bells ringing. Up above my head, I hear angels singing. There must be a God somewhere. Boom, boom, babe. There must be a God somewhere. Boom, boom, babe. There must be a God somewhere. Boom, boom. Bob Cunningham. There must be a God somewhere. Boom, boom. Aldriers, y'all. There must be a God somewhere. Gaku, 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 gaku. There must be a God somewhere. Andy McLeod. There must be a God somewhere. Boom, 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 boom. There must be a God somewhere. Boom, boom. A Philly Mikey Alfie production of God somewhere. Boom, boom, boom. There must be a God right here. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Ministering for us is Miss D. Faye Anderson. All material written by D. Faye Anderson.